Hi guys, welcome to another edition of All Things Football. Today with me we've got the Real Madrid supporter Sajid Ebrahim. How are you doing?
Well, all good, man. All good. Excited for the second leg.
Yeah, so basically our episode today is about the Champions League. We're looking back at the two semi-final legs that happened on Tuesday and Wednesday. First, let's get into it. Real Madrid versus Chelsea. The home game for Real Madrid, but Chelsea managed to get a away draw. What's your views on that?
Look, Chelsea were dominant in that first half. Real Madrid somehow managed to pull themselves together for the second half. But I think N'Golo Kante ran the show. He's a top athlete, and I think they were caught napping in the midfield a lot, and that's primarily because of fatigue. I feel that they've been playing week in and week out, 2 games a week, La Liga, Champions League, and it's caused a lot of fatigue in the team, and you could see it. I mean, Mason Mount was having a field day toying with Luka Modric, so I mean that's unheard of, and to see that, no wonder Zidane then came out at the end of the game to say that he's going to rest quite a few players this weekend.
I think also what happened was he went to three centre backs, which is unusual for Real Madrid because they normally play a flat back four, and then they show up the midfield with three, Casemiro, Modric, and Kroos. But in this game, he was quite defensive in that he had three centre backs and he still had the three centre mids. I think the fluidity with regards to that formation wasn't quite working as he planned.
I think he didn't have options available to him with Chelsea's attack, with Pulisic especially firing on all cylinders. Okay, Werner's a little bit off form at the moment, but with Pulisic still a danger man, I think Madrid didn't have enough of their first team defensive line in place. So the likes of Marcelo playing just look very disjointed, but that will all be fixed in the coming week, as I'm made aware now that all the first team players will be back for that second leg, including Sergio Ramos.
Yeah, I think that's important because you've got Mendy, Ramos, and Valverde, I think, back as well. So you've got a few more options to play with, and so I think you also weren't at your very best in that first leg. So I think the second leg, there's a lot of room for improvement, and I think that might catch Chelsea off guard, especially seeing that they got a good result and they might be confident of getting another good result. But Real Madrid are a dangerous team, and I think with a few back, I think they're going to make it a tough second leg for Chelsea.
I think so. And this thing called BMT, I always stress on this BMT. I think when Madrid's back to the walls, I think they come out guns blazing, and they will go into that second leg knowing that they have basically nothing to lose, go all out or nothing. And I think with that type of mentality, you can expect Real Madrid to cause a lot of problems for Thomas Tuchel's side.
Definitely. Moving on to the second semi-final, Man City got a massive result last night, 2-1 away at PSG. What were your thoughts on that game?
I was so surprised. I mean, PSG dominated that first half, and I was expecting them to continue in that rhythm in the second half. And it's so frustrating to see that they could not keep up that tempo in the second half. And I think Pep Guardiola's, I don't know if it was his pep talk or it just goes with the fun, pep. Managed to somehow get them right for the second half. And kudos to him, because at the end of the day, it just goes to show that he's a tactical genius, and at this level, to get his side to get Man City to play with a high press and to dominate PSG the way they did, keeping the ball, passing to feet, and watching PSG. They were just chasing shadows throughout the second half. And the goals, okay, be it a little bit of luck that was involved with the Brainer's goal and also a free kick. One can say, okay, it's maybe luck, but they were the ones that created the chances at the end of the day, and that's what resulted in the goal. So a fully deserved 2-1 victory to Manchester City, but I still wouldn't rule out PSG just yet because they have a lot of danger men up front.
I totally agree. I think PSG are a team that like to counter-attack, and that's where they were so dangerous in Munich, where they got 3 away goals. So I think we can't discount PSG from getting a few goals away at City, and that would throw, the tie open. So I think it's going to be interesting to see how PSG go into that, because Man City might want to sit back and deny them the space to counter-attack, seeing that they have the lead in the tie. But it's going to be fascinating to see what PSG then do to get those goals that they need, because they need to get Mbappe in the game. He wasn't in the game as much yesterday. Neymar had a fairly good first half, went quiet and off the ball in the second half. But I think as a team, PSG are going to have to think about this, because it's not going to be an easy chance to get away goals, because the first leg in Munich was away. In this case, the second leg is away for them. So it's going to be tough.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think PSG will have to work on their transitions, especially going into the final third. They're okay defensively; they do well, but it's the final third where they need to really, get their act together, and especially the transitional play, the likes of Verratti. You need support in that midfield, because at the moment it's not strong enough to against Manchester City.
The red card, do you agree with it? Was it good correct decision?
Fully deserved. Fully
Yeah,
deserved.
it was quite a stupid challenge. And given that you've conceded the second goal, you're now going to chase the game. Like, to just shoot yourself in the foot like that was terrible.
Terrible play, and but I think that it's PSG lost their heads by that time. So I mean, it's expected.
To end off, what are your predictions for the second legs for both games? Who do you see making it to the final?
Oh well, I think if I should speak with my head, I'd probably be Chelsea versus Manchester City. But I think if I speak with my heart, I would like PSG versus Real Madrid, and I'll go with that. Real Madrid versus PSG for the final.
I think yeah, we can't discount any of the four teams at the moment. So it's very difficult to predict. My prediction prior to the first legs was a PSG versus Real Madrid final, and I'm gonna maybe change my tune slightly and say it's gonna be a Real Madrid versus Man City final. But let's have a look how things unveil next week. But it's going to be interesting. For those that are watching, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, All Things Football. And until next week, where we do another review of the second legs, do enjoy the rest of the week. Thank you.